Irene parked half a block away from her parents' house, even though there was space in the driveway. She told herself it was because she only planned to stay for a few minutes. In truth, she needed the extra walk. The folder on the passenger seat contained the final paperwork for her promotion package. Salary adjustment, retirement contributions, relocation assistance, if she accepted the regional position next year. Nothing glamorous, just the first time in her adult life she had looked at numbers and felt something close to safety. She carried the folder under her arm as she walked toward the house. The kitchen window was cracked open. Someone inside was laughing, her brother. "I'm serious," he said. "I can't cover all of it by next month." Their mother answered first, calm enough to make it worse. "You're acting like you're alone in this. I already borrowed from everyone else." "Well, Irene has savings." A short silence followed. Then their father's voice entered, steady, practical. "She'll complain for a week and then do what she always does." Her brother laughed again, softer this time. Relieved. "Exactly," their mother said. "So stop panicking." Irene stood still beside the porch steps. The strangest part wasn't anger. It was recognition. They sounded rehearsed, not cruel, not even malicious. Just certain. As if her role in the family had been settled years ago without her noticing. She looked at the front door, close enough to touch, and realized she no longer wanted to go inside, so she turned around quietly and walked back to her car. Nobody noticed. For the next few days, she avoided calls while pretending to herself it was temporary. At work, she signed promotion documents between meetings and answered emails with the same composed tone she always used. Then during lunch breaks, she sat in her car transferring money into separate accounts her family couldn't access. Not hidden accounts. Just private ones, adult ones. The joint emergency fund she had once created for her parents after her father's surgery remained open, but she reduced it to an amount that could cover actual emergencies, instead of her brother's recklessness. Each transfer made her feel both calmer and ashamed. She hated that part. Not because she thought they deserved the money, but because some part of her still believed love was measured by how uncomfortable you were willing to become for other people. At night, memories surfaced without invitation, her brother crashing cars and being told he was still figuring life out, her own mistakes treated like accounting errors, the way relatives praised her reliability, more than they ever praised her happiness. "You're the strong one," people always said. It had never sounded like a compliment after a certain age. 3 days later, her mother finally left a voicemail. "Irene, call me back. It's important. Not are you okay? Not we miss you. Important." Irene listened to the message twice before deleting it. The next morning, the calls became more frequent. Her brother texted once. "Can you help me out temporarily? Dad said you got a raise." She stared at the message until the screen dimmed. No apology. No embarrassment. Just inherited confidence. That afternoon, she met with a financial advisor connected to her company benefits program. A woman in her 60s with silver glasses and an almost clinical politeness. "You've supported extended family before?" the advisor asked while reviewing her statements. "Yes." "Voluntarily?" Irene almost answered automatically, then stopped. "I don't know anymore." The advisor nodded once, not sympathetically. Just honestly. That usually means the boundaries disappeared slowly. Something inside Irene loosened at that sentence. Not healed. Named. The real shift happened the following Friday. Her parents went to withdraw money from the emergency account. By evening, her phone rang 6 times. When she finally answered, her mother sounded confused more than angry. "The bank said the account changed." "It did. You removed access?" "I changed authorization requirements." A long silence. Then her father came onto the line. "You could've discussed this first." Irene looked out her apartment window at traffic moving below her building. Ordinary people heading home. Nobody dramatic. Nobody collapsing from betrayal. "You discussed using my money without me." Another silence. Different this time. Concrete. She could almost hear the moment the old family structure stopped functioning. "The bank made it sound official," her mother said quietly. "It is official." No one raised their voice after that. That was the unsettling part. No explosion. No cinematic confrontation. Just administrative reality replacing emotional assumption. They met on Sunday because refusing, entirely, still felt impossible. Her brother arrived late, exhausted and irritated in the careless way of people, unaccustomed to consequences. Her father avoided eye contact for most of the meal. Her mother kept trying to smooth the atmosphere into something recognizable. "We're family," she said eventually. As though that completed the argument, Irene folded her hands together. "I know. Families help each other. They do." Her brother exhaled sharply. "So what, you're just done with everyone now?" She looked at him for a long moment. "No, I'm done being assigned things without being asked." Nobody answered. Her father finally spoke, low and restrained. "You've changed." The sentence might once have hurt her. Now it simply sounded accurate. When lunch ended, nobody hugged goodbye. Outside, the air smelled like rain even though the sky remained clear. Irene sat in her car for several minutes before starting the engine. Her family was still intact, technically. No doors slammed, no permanent declarations made. But something irreversible had happened. For the first time in her life, her stability belonged to her before it belonged to anyone else. And nobody in the family quite knew how to speak to her anymore.